Gratz in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Welcome to the 1989 Philadelphia Public League Basketball Championship. Today it's the Frankfurt High School Pioneers against the Simon Gratz High School Bulldogs. Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Dan Loney, and alongside John Agri, bring you all the action of the City League Championship. And John, expecting a great game before probably a sellout crowd here at McGonigle Hall today.
Yeah, I'm real geared up about it. I know you are. Everybody in the crowd's real fired up, looking forward to another game to try to match last year's quadruple overtime matchup between West Philadelphia and this same Frankfurt team. In the fourth overtime, Frankfurt got the win and are now going for their second consecutive Public League Championship game.
Yeah, forward position. Again, for Frankfurt, it will be Jason Worley, who's averaging 17.5 points per game, had 20 points in the semifinal win against Franklin Learning Center, and he'll be going up against that man we mentioned before, Aaron McKee. There was some question whether McKee would be able to go all the way out, but from what we understand, talking with Coach Vince Miller of Frankfurt and having talked with the Gratz head coach William Ellerby earlier in the week, McKee is ready. Yeah, hey John, as they're getting ready for maybe one of the best basketball games all time in the city of Philadelphia.
Oh, this has got to go down as a classic. I mean, we have a classic matchup in front of us right here. We've got athletes on both sides of the court. We've got tremendous size, 6'7" kids all over the court. We've got 6'5" players. We've got a lot of tremendous players out of this court. This should go down as an all-time game.
I am truly excited. We've been looking at this. When we went to see the Southern Gratz game in the semifinal, we were truly amazed by what went on, but this is going to top anything I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think that goes for me too. I wasn't able to see the game last year, the West Philly Frankfurt game. We were down in Morgantown for the Atlantic 10 tournament, and we missed that quadruple overtime game.
National anthem sung by Kenneth Terry, a member of the Simon Gratz Color Guard. The colors also presented by Simon Gratz High School. As we get ready to look at the starting lineups, almost a packed house here at McGonigle Hall, and where the national anthem has to do with a great many people are watching these players today. Scouts from colleges all over.
45 youngster, and Jason Worley, the brother, senior, at 6'5", close to 200 pounds. Both of them Division I prospects being highly recruited, and both of them have said, they've gone on record of saying, they're going to play at the same college. So therefore, Ben Worley, the father of the two, played for the Philadelphia 76ers in the 60s, has also gone on record of saying, if you want Carlin, you must...
It's interesting to note that both teams coming to this championship game with identical 24-1 records that are ranked very high in the high school ratings. Let's meet the lineups for this afternoon's game. For the visiting Gratz Bulldogs, number 11, Jerome Allen. Number 13, William Spain. Number 10, Levon Alston. Number 21, Michael Letts. Number 40, Andre Griffin. And here are the starters. 5 feet, 10-inch guard, senior, number 4, Mark Patterson. Number 5'10" senior guard, number 3, Steve Patterson. 6'7" junior center, number 33, Harry Cole. Forward position, 6'4" junior forward, number 12, Aaron McKee. School is coached by William Ellerby, assisted by Nathan Smigel. Now for the defending champion, Frankfurt Pioneers. Number 31, Frank Lavish. Number 24, Wayne Allen. Number 22, David Wiggins. Number 21, Aaron Plattman. Number 13, Monty Goodwin. Number 12, Vincent Jamal. Number 11, Ronald O'Neill. And here are the starters. 5'8" junior guard, number 14, Alvin Edgar. 5'5" senior guard, number 10, John Davis. 6'7" junior center, Carlin Warning. 6'3" senior forward, number 23, Corey Lewis. And 6'5" senior forward, number 30, Jason Warren. Frankfurt High School is coached by Vince Miller, assisted by William Snyder. The officials for today's game will be Caesar Williams and Tommy DeFelice.
Out of the ECAC Conference, college referees for today's game. They are Tom DeFelice and Caesar Williams, two well-respected college officials who have done some big games in the past.
Well, it's a big game. They want to have big officials, and these guys are ready for primetime minute instructions. Dan, I'm ready. Let's do it.
This is going to be maybe the best game I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. I looked out on this court. I see kids this big, and all I'm realizing is these guys are in high school.
You know, this is the first time I've seen Carlin without his warm-up suit on, and he's a man-child.
Yeah, you could say
he's a man-child.
In the dictionary, where you see the word man-child, they have Carlin Worley's picture right next to it. And jumping center will be Carlin Worley and Simon Gratz, Harry Moore, and Harry Moore wins the opening tap. The ball immediately goes over to Aaron McKee. With the ball now, Steve Patterson as they set their offense up. Patterson goes down to McKee. He dishes into Harry Moore. First shot is up and good.
Well, they worked that high-low set right there as Harry Moore down on the low box. Just got the ball on the pass from McKee and had Carlin on his back for the easy two, and a turnover by Frankfurt the other way.
Frankfurt wasn't ready for the full court press, and they threw the ball away. Right now, Steve Patterson setting it up as Simon Gratz looks to go into action. The Bulldogs at 24-1 against the Pioneers also at 24-1 with the basketball. Steve Patterson gives it over to William Thompson. Thompson goes back out 45 feet from the basket. Simon Gratz red with white numbers. Frankfurt white with blue numbers.
Frankfurt starting out in a 1-2-2 zone, looking to really press the guards early on.
William Patterson pulls up from 17 feet. No good. Great rebound in there by Aaron McKee. His strong move is good. Aaron McKee looks ready, Dan.
Great offensive rebound there by McKee as Patterson shot head hard off the iron. McKee was in the perfect position for the rebound in the basket.
Corey Lewis bringing it up now. Gives it over to Johnny Davis, to Carlin Worley, over to Jason Worley. Great move to the basket, Dan. Oh, boy.
And that's how they break the press. Broke it easily for Gratz. Great pass by Davis to Jason Worley for the bucket.
6:50 to go in the first quarter. It's Simon Gratz 4, Frankfurt 2 with the basketball. Is Steve Patterson. He gives the ball to his brother Mark Patterson. Back to Steve. Steve to Mark. As they play a little catch, he goes inside low to Harry Moore. Is posted on the blocks, goes up strong, ball knocked away by Carlin Worley. Good defense right there, remains Gratz basketball.
You can really see how Harry Moore is trying to work against Carlin Worley, trying to take him to the baseline and try and stay away from the middle where possibly Jason could give backdoor help.
Inbounds pass from Steve Patterson to Mark Patterson. They go with the ball to McKee. McKee gets ignites on the blocks to Harry Moore. His 4-footer on the baseline is good. 6-2, Gratz leads.
I'll tell you, Harry Moore has just got springs in his legs right there. He's going right over the top of Carlin.
Easily broken the press is Frankfurt as Carlin Worley goes all the way in. He's fouled on the play. The foul is going to be, looks like William Thompson picking up his first. Indeed, that's who it is on. And it'll be a non-shooting foul, inbounding out of bounds. It'll be Johnny Davis for the Frankfurt Pioneers. 6:15 to go in our first quarter. It's Simon Gratz 6 and the Frankfurt Pioneers 2.
Caesar Williams already talking to the players about bodying up on the inside on the inbounds play, telling him to relax. Look, we got a long way to go, and let's play it clean.
Inbounds pass stolen away right there by Harry Moore. They tried to do an alley-oop to Carlin Worley. Great defense right there by Harry Moore, showing his tremendous leaping ability. With the basketball, William Thompson, baseline, 15-footer right side, got it. 8-2 Gratz leads, and they're looking impressive right now, Dan.
He certainly was not intimidated by Carlin Worley, who came right up in his face. Thompson went right over the top with a jump shot from 14, baseline left.
Alvin Abner breaks the press. He gives the ball to Johnny Davis. Back over to Corey Lewis. Abner, 17-footer, left side, got it. 8-4. 5:46 to go in the first quarter.
Well, it looks right now that both teams are going to have open wing shots because both defenses are playing zone defense, and the wings are going to be open.
Simon Gratz doing a very good job of breaking the full court press, playing a little diamond in the backcourt. With the basketball now ready to set up is Steve Patterson. Remember, there's no shot clock in high school basketball. Three-point rule is still in effect, though. With the basketball, Mark Patterson gives it to Steve. Inside to Aaron McKee. His shot is no good off the rim. Strong rebound right there by Jason Worley, showing his body. Quickly down the other end of the court, Corey Lewis all the way to the hoop, and he got it. Oh, they caught Gratz looking there. 8-6 now as Frankfurt makes a semi-run. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Gratz really caught standing in cement right there as Corey Lewis ran the break. Ran the transition break to perfection.
And Aaron McKee so far not showing the ill effects of a fractured wrist. With the basketball, Steve Patterson, 45 feet from the top of the key. He gives the ball over to William Thompson. Thompson back over to Mark Patterson. Patterson pulls up from a 2. Looked like he caught a 3 right there. It was a 2 from the top of the key. He got it. Nice range right there by Mark Patterson. 10-6 Gratz leads. They're showing full court pressure once again. Frankfurt breaks it easily with the basketball. Alvin Abner, he gives it over to Corey Lewis, and Lewis looks to set up the offense. Goes right side to Johnny Davis. Inside entry pass to Jason Worley off his hands. Good defense, Harry Moore. It's going to be Simon Gratz basketball.
More bodied up nicely there on the inside. Tipped the ball right off of Jason's hands out of bounds.
So far, Harry Moore really impressing me on the defensive side of the court. Now Frankfurt showing full court pressure in their diamond, and Gratz breaks it easily. Harry Moore, the trigger man now. He gives it back to Aaron McKee. McKee over to Mark Patterson. Mark gives his ball to Steve Patterson, and they look to set up the offense. 4:12 to go in the first quarter. Gratz leads 10-6 with the basketball. Thompson, Patterson, inside to Harry Moore. 15 feet from the basket. He pulls up. He's going to walk first.
He traveled.
He got the basket. No good, but it was a travel before. Still a very nice move by Harry Moore right there. Good defense by Carlin Worley.
Doing an excellent job on the inside, but he did shuffle the feet as he came down with the ball at the high post. He had the shot from 15, just shuffled the feet before.
Showing a lot of skills at an early age, just a junior in high school.
And an interesting point early on about how these two teams are breaking. I'll get back to that in a minute.
Quick steal right there by Gratz as they look to run. The ball over to Steve Patterson. His shot is no good. Strong board right there by Carlin Worley.
What I was saying is how these two teams are breaking the press. Frankfurt's trying it by going outside. Gratz is using it by going straight up the middle to break the press.
Absolutely. We have a missed shot by Corey Lewis. The rebound is by William Thompson. He goes up strong. He's fouled on the play right there. The foul's going to be on number 14, Alvin Abner, it looks like.
Abner got him on the arm as
that's who it's on.
Thompson went up with the shot. Used a good juke move to get away from Abner, and Abner trying to block the shot had no other choice but to foul. First team foul.
And Abner will be going to the line to shoot 2. 3:41 to go in our first quarter. And it's so far a very well-played game. Simon Gratz leading Frankfurt High 10-6. They're trying to expand that lead right now. Thompson's first free throw is up and good. And obviously, head coach Bill Ellaby has a lot of confidence in his player, William Thompson, a senior 6'2" guard, because he's got all four remaining players back behind the timeline a la John Chaney. Thompson sets. His second shot is up. Once again, perfect. Good rotation to the basketball. 12-6 Gratz leads. And Frankfurt's going to walk it up with no pressure.
Thompson with 4 points in the ball game already.
Corey Lewis to Alvin Abner. He gives the ball back to Lewis. Lewis at the top of the key. Spins on Steve Patterson. Patterson gives the ball. It's Corey Lewis, goes the ball straight up hard in the basket. Blocked. Semi-blocked by Harry Moore. The rebound comes out to Mark Patterson. Patterson looks to run. Gives the ball over to Aaron McKee. Looks inside to Harry Moore. Moore wasn't looking, though. Gives him the old nod. Good luck. I didn't see it.
There you see the intimidation right there by Carlin Worley as McKee went up for the jump shot from 14. Saw Carlin Worley coming right in his face. Looked to dump down low to Harry Moore. As you said, Moore wasn't looking. Ball out of bounds to Frankfurt.
12-6. Gratz leads. Alley-oop attempt. Carlin to Jason. We're going to have a foul, though, on the play. No basket. The foul is
going to get McKee.
Gratz. Yeah, it looks like it's going to get McKee.
That's who exactly it's going to be, Aaron McKee. As they went the alley-oop, Carlin to Jason. McKee tried to cut in front, but got a little bit too much body on Jason.
And there's not going to be shooting here. I thought that was a shooting foul. Unfortunately, it's not for Frankfurt. Inbound pass, Johnny Davis. It gives it to Carlin Worley. His 8-footer is short off the rim, no good. Strong rebound right there by Mark Patterson, that is. Gratz looks to run alley-oop to Harry Moore. Good defense by Jason Worley. And it's going to be out of bounds. Good hustle by Jason Worley right there as he got back quickly on the defensive end and broke up the alley-oop attempt to Harry Moore.
All I can say is, oh my, when you see two guys that big going up for a shot.
Quick entry pass right there, down to Aaron McKee. His 4-footer was good. 14-6 Gratz leads. A bit of a surprise for some of the partisan Frankfurt crowd sitting here. We're going to have a foul right here at the top of the key, right in front of us. Corey Lewis was fouled by William Thompson. That may be Thompson's second, if indeed it is on him. We're waiting for the official call.
Sub coming into the ball game. Andre Griffin will come in for Gratz High School, 6'1" sophomore. Sitting down will be William Thompson.
And right in front of us, they inbound the basketball. Stolen away quickly was Johnny Davis. Breakaway for Steve Patterson. Goes all the way in for the easy layup. Misses. Oh, no, wait a second. The ball would have gone in. The ball was rolling on the rim. Harry Moore came up on top to try to slam it home. Offensive goaltending. Ball goes over to Frankfurt. 14-6 Gratz leads. 2:40 to go in the first quarter.
And what we're seeing really here early on is a point which Mitch Schneider and I brought up in the pregame. The fact that right now Gratz's guards are causing a lot more problems.
Quickly down the other end of the court, Johnny Davis misses a shot. Great rebound underneath by Carlin Worley. It's up, it's good, he's fouled. And Worley's happy with that one. Oh boy,
just right there. Carlin Worley, as we said early on, a man-child underneath. Nobody's going to push him out of the way. He just bodied out Harry Moore right there and got the basket.
Monster rebound by Carlin Worley as he'll be going to the line to shoot one. 14-8. Simon Gratz leads Frankfurt High.
Vince Miller talking to referee Tom DeFelice on the sideline about something. Foul on the play was by Andre Griffin, his first, team's fourth.
As the Gratz crowd says, air ball. What does Worley do? He misses hard off the back iron, rebounded by Harry Moore. 14-8 it remains, 2:24 to go in the first quarter. I'm John Agri along with Dan Loney. We're bringing you the Public League Championship game as Simon Gratz brings it up across the court. With the basketball now, Andre Griffin, strong move to the hoop, rebounded right there by Harry Moore. He goes up with it against Carlin Worley and gets the easy layup. Strong move by Harry Moore right there.
Well, Griffin on that play again was intimidated by Carlin Worley, but there was nobody else back for Frankfurt to help out. Harry Moore had the easy basket.
Johnny Davis inbounds to Carlin Worley. His 8-foot turnaround is good. 16-10. Gratz leads. Full court press right now by Frankfurt as they almost come up with a steal, With the basketball is Steve Patterson. He gives the ball over to Aaron McKee. He breaks across the timeline. Gives it over to Andre Griffin, right side, 20 feet from the basket. His entry pass is knocked away by Jason Worley. With the ball now, Johnny Davis to the hoop, the 5-5 goal all the way. Rebound by Jason Worley once again. Offensive rebound. The ball was laying on the rim. Worley elevated above the rim. Tried to slam it home. No good. We have offensive goaltending. Back to Simon Gratz. Dan, the elevation of these high school players is completely blowing me away.
Well, the reason you can say that is when I was in high school, our tallest guy on our team was 6'2", and we didn't even come close to slamming the ball.
And that was you, right, Dan?
That's right.
Mark Patterson with the basketball now. Gives it over to Aaron McKee, 20 feet on the right side. Back to Steve Patterson. He'll reset the offense, 35 feet from the basket. 1:20 to go in the first quarter.
I'll admit it, I'm modest.
Steve Patterson now pulls up from 3 off the rim. No good. Strong rebound, Carlin Worley. Frankfurt looks to run their offense now. 1:12 to go in the first quarter. 16-10. Simon Gratz leads Frankfurt High with the basketball. Johnny Davis. Davis gives the ball over to Corey Lewis. Lewis going to drive right down the lane. Nice move. Gives the ball to Carlin Worley off his fingers. Good look by Lewis, although it's going back to Simon Gratz.
And I'll tell you, if Corey Lewis would have gotten that pass to Carlin, we would have seen a monster jam.
I kind of would have liked that,
Oh,
man.
my.
Steve Patterson now gives the ball to Aaron McKee. He's hammered in the backcourt by Corey Lewis. It's going to be a backcourt violation. 57 seconds to go in the first quarter. 16-10 Gratz leads.
And as I said early on, the key right now for Gratz, when they're breaking the pressure, they're focusing all their attention up the middle, is Simon Gratz. They're getting the ball to Aaron McKee in the backcourt in the middle. What he's immediately doing is turning and looking for Harry Moore straight up the middle. That's how they think they can beat the Frankfurt press.
So far, it seems to be working. Mark Patterson with the basketball now, right side baseline, 20 feet from the basket. He gives it over to Steve Patterson, who's rolling to the top of the key with the left-hand belt-high dribble. Once again, Gratz with the red jerseys, red pants, white trim. And Frankfurt, white with the blue numbers and blue trim. Aaron McKee now, left side, 19 feet away, off the rim, no good, long. Rebounded by Carlin Worley. Jason Worley now, 1-on-2, tries to go in. Easily stripped right there by Steve Patterson. Good defense by Patterson.
And again, the key play of the guards. The Patterson brothers really causing the problems against Frankfurt.
Aaron McKee's entry pass to Harry Moore. Good drop step and got it. Oh, big time move right there by Harry Moore. 18-10 Gratz leads. Beautiful drop step by Harry Moore on the low block. Beautiful move. With the basketball now, Corey Lewis, 9 seconds to go in the first quarter. Lewis gives the ball over to Alvin Abner. His 8-footer is no good. Rebounded by Harry Moore, and that's going to almost do it for the first quarter.
Foul's going to be on Abner.
There's going to be a foul on Abner, and that's not a shooting foul as of now. If I am correct, it is not.
Only the 15th foul. The 13th foul.
3 seconds to go now in the first quarter. 18-10 Simon Gratz leads. Inbounding directly in front of us will be Mark Patterson. 2 seconds, 1 second. The long shot by Aaron McKee will come after the whistle. It falls short anyway, and that'll do it for an outstanding first quarter. Simon Gratz leading Frankfurt high, 18-10. I'm John Agri along with Dan Loney. Remember, you're listening to Jazz 90 WRTI. It's the 1989 Public League, bringing you the 1989 Philadelphia High School Public League Championship game. After the first quarter, it's Simon Gratz 18, Frankfurt high 10. Inbounding the ball directly in front of us. Number 10, Johnny Davis for Frankfurt. He had the ball knocked away by Steve Patterson. And it's going to remain Frankfurt basketball as Davis looks to penetrate. No go there. Gives it to Jason Worley. Long cross-court pass to Abner. Baseline right. Make that baseline left. Corey Lewis, 14 feet from the basket. Abner nowhere to go. They look to reset the offense. Good defense by Simon Gratz. Entry pass goes to Johnny Davis. Off the rebound. Or make that off the board. No good. Rebounded by Carlin Worley. That is good. 18-12. What a block by Harry Moore, though, on Johnny Davis.
And we got a technical foul on on Vince Miller.
Yeah, he was protesting goaltending on the Harry Moore shot, and in all honesty, I thought it was. I got a little flustered there. I was waiting for the call.
He did pin it against the board.
Yeah, he did pin it against the board, although they're not going to call goaltending. The basket was good by Carlin Worley, and head coach Vince Miller still very irate. To the foul line, shooting the 2 technical foul shots will be Aaron McKee. His first is off the back iron, no good.
Well, that's maybe the one part of this game that is not yet polished for these players, is their foul shooting, and that will be taken care of in the years as they go into college.
Definitely, that'll come later. Aaron McKee hits his second free throw technical attempt. 19-12, Gratz leads. They inbound directly in front of us once again. Mark Patterson to Steve Patterson. And Ellerby, or excuse me, yeah, Bill Ellerby.
Vince is gonna get chucked if he's not careful. Vince Miller's still mad at referee Cesar Williams, and if he's not careful, he's gonna be thrown out of the game.
He's
a second tee.
He is irate, and rightfully so. Like I said earlier, I thought that was a goaltending right there by Harry Moore. They didn't call it, and we're now back to action. 7:22 to go in the half. With the basketball, Steve Patterson, he has the ball, he throws the ball away to Corey Lewis, and Lewis looks to run. Lewis 1-on-4. Now he's joined by a few teammates. Resets the offense. Gives the ball over to Jason Worley. Worley's going to go baseline right side. Pulls up from 6 feet. No good off the rim. Rebounded by Worley. Make that Jason Worley. Have to clarify that. Gives it over to Carlin at that foul line. He had the ball completely stripped by Steve Patterson. They look to run. Gratz goes all the way in. Patterson off the glass with the kiss, and he got it. Nice move.
Right there, Steve Patterson did an excellent job as Carlin Worley went to drive to the middle down at that end. Patterson just right from behind. Worley, you didn't even see him strip the ball away and the other way for the basket.
Big time move right there. Alvin Abner with the basketball now. His foul line jumper is good. And Frankfurt cuts the lead to 7. It's Gratz 21, Frankfurt 14. Full court press right now by Frankfurt, and we're going to have a double dribble right there. They're going to call it a traveling. Could have done either right there. Steve Patterson with the turnover goes back to Frankfurt. 6:31 to go in our half. I'm John Agri along with Dan Loney, and oh, what a game we've got for you right here at McGonigle Hall. With the basketball, Johnny Davis for 3, got it!
Oh, baby, he hit the home run.
21-17 now. Full court press is applied now. 4 men on the front court for Frankfurt. Patterson's got the basketball. That's Mark Patterson. He gives it over to Andre Griffin. Griffin to Harry Moore, 2-on-1. Moore's going to walk with the basketball 15 feet from the basket.
Indecision on the part of Harry Moore right there. He had Steve Patterson going on the right side. Moore didn't know which way he was going to go. Decided to go to the middle, and he traveled. We got a timeout on the floor. 6:10 left to go, second quarter of action. It's Gratz on top, 21-17. You're listening to the Philadelphia Public League Championship on Jazz 90.
You work hard for your money, so don't let leaks wash it down the drain.
Back at McGonigle Hall, we missed a little bit of the action right there. Carlin Worley walked with the basketball on the offensive end, and the ball goes back to Simon Gratz as Worley shakes his head. That's Carlin Worley right now, and head coach Vince Miller still irate right there with the basketball. Now on the front court for Simon Gratz is Aaron McKee. He looks pretty good right now. No ill effects from the fractured wrist. I'm rather impressed with that. I certainly wouldn't come back from a fractured wrist in 2 weeks.
The big factor in that is it's left wrist. It's not his shooting hand. It's his offhand.
And now we have a turnover right there as Corey Lewis goes all the way in, gives the ball to Jason Worley. He goes up strong on the baseline. He's fouled, and the foul is going to be, it looks like Mark Patterson. And indeed, that's who it's on, Mark Patterson. 21-17, 5:35 to go in the second quarter.
Vince Miller.
Gratz on top.
Vince Miller on the sideline is still just cannot believe some of the calls that are being made today by Tom DeFelice and Caesar Williams.
Jason Worley to the foul line. He'll be shooting 2. His first shot is up, off the back iron, no good. No rotation on that basketball. Again, you said yourself that right now the area that's most underdeveloped is the foul shooting. Good attempt right there by Jason Worley off the back iron. Second shot by Jason is good, and that cuts the lead to 3. 5:30 to go in the half. It's Gratz 21, Frankfurt 18, and there's a steal right there by Jason Worley. Gives it over to Corey Lewis. Nice baseline layup, got it. 1-point game, and Frankfurt's back in it.
Now that time Frankfurt pressured Aaron McKee in the backcourt, forced him into a turnover, and Frankfurt easy 3-on-1 basket.
And easily broken the press right there. Andre Griffin with the basketball for Simon Gratz. He gives it back to Steve Patterson. They're trying to settle things down right now and go to work. Steve Patterson now calls out the signals, gives the ball over to Aaron McKee, baseline to Harry Moore, 15 feet away, turns around, off the rim, no good. The ball is rebounded by Corey Lewis. Good board right there by Lewis. And he's going to step on the end line, traveling, they call, back to Gratz. Nice attempt by Corey Lewis. This didn't work for him. Excuse me, Dan.
A reminder that you're listening to the Public League Championship on Jazz 90 WRTI in Philadelphia. 21-20. Gratz on top, 4:56 left to go, first half.
Aaron McKee takes his first rest of the ball game. William Thompson back in, off the rebound, or make that off the inbounds pass. Andre Griffin, 7-footer is good. Griffin, just a sophomore, 6'1", showing a lot of people, a lot of skills. Could be a player to look for in the future. Carlin Worley now comes across the timeline, gives the ball over to Abner. Abner's got it now, 19 feet left side, off the rim, no good. Strong rebound by Jason Worley. He bodies in, little hook shot, he got it from the right side. Nice move by Jason Worley.
And I can't believe that they didn't call a foul on the shot against Abner. Abner got hammered right across the arm and nothing called. But on the offensive board, Jason Worley strong bodied up against Andre Griffin on the inside and got the basket.
We have a turnover right now as Gratz was unable to break the pressure, the full court pressure by Frankfurt. They threw the basketball away back to Frankfurt. They can take their first lead of the ball game right now.
Gratz showing a little composure problem right now, turning the ball over a couple times last time down the court.
With the basketball, Johnny Davis, he's got a right side three-point line over to Corey Lewis at the top of the key. Back to Alvin Abner on the left side. Baseline to Carlin Worley. He wants to make a nice move inside, off the rim, no good. Strong rebound in there by, it was lost. It was a strong rebound by, it looked like to me like it was William Thompson. That was a little screen, Dan,
but he lost the ball.
Yeah, okay.
Lost the ball and it went off of Steve Patterson, or Mark Patterson, excuse me, out of bounds.
Now Corey Lewis going to pull it from 23 feet off the rim, no good. And Harry Moore elevates for the rebound. Saved by Andre Griffin, given right back to Alvin Abner. Inbounds pass, or make an entry pass to Carlin Worley. Knocked out of the hands by him, by Harry Moore. Let's settle this down right now.
That's exactly what I was going to say. These teams are a little scattered out on the court right now. Let's just get down in your offensive set, run it, see what we go from there.
Johnny Davis inbounds passes to Alvin Abner. Abner gives it over to Corey Lewis. He's 22 feet away from the basket at the top of the key. Over to Johnny Davis. His three-pointers around the rim, no good. Strong board right by there. Carlin Worley gives it back over to Corey Lewis. Lewis going to go right on in. Strong move, no good. Rebound of Lewis again. Back to Alvin Abner. He goes in. His shot is off the rim, no good. Worley grabs the rebound. That's Carlin. He's got it. He's on the ground. No foul. Oh, what an offensive effort right there by Carlin Worley.
I'll tell you, Frankfurt really showing their strength on the offensive board right there with 4 opportunities. They finally get the basket by Carlin.
Good move right there by Steve Patterson. Gives it over to Harry Moore. He's hammered on the play by Carlin Worley. Moore will go to the line shooting 2.
And I'll tell you, it looked like Harry Moore traveled on that play as he took a skip step in the middle there, but nothing called.
Nothing called. Right now, Frankfurt with their first lead of the game, 24-23. They grabbed 4 consecutive offensive rebounds. Finally, Carlin Worley put the ball in, and it was just an outstanding effort by Mr. Worley. I think that's what I'll call him from now on. Anybody that looks like that, anybody who looks that big, I'm going to call him Mr. Worley. Harry Moore on the line. He'll be shooting 2. That's the first foul on Carlin with 3:21 to go before the half. Harry Moore dribbles 3 times. Shot is up. Good. Nice effort right there by the 6'7.5" junior.
Looked had good form right there. Good rotation on the ball and nothing but twine.
Moore dribbles 6 times now. Sets, studies, up, got it. Good shots right there by Harry Moore as he smiles on his way back. Gets a little encouragement from Steve Patterson, and Simon Gratz is back up on top, 25-24. John Agri along with Dan Loney. Stolen away was the entry pass by Corey Lewis, and Alvin Adler steals it right back. He's hammered on the play. It's going to be either McKee or Steve Patterson. It's going to be Steve Patterson.
But again, once again, what we're seeing is the great defensive pressure by the Gratz guards on that entry pass to Carlin Worley. Steve Patterson came all the way down into the low blocks to strip the ball away. Got the pass, but he made the mistake of trying to throw the long baseball pass.
Exactly.
And there were 2 Frankfurt players back.
On the line now, shooting 2 will be Alvin Abner. Abner is a 5'8" junior guard from Frankfurt. 25-24, Gratz leads. Abner trying to put Frankfurt back on top. His first shot is up and good. Nice shot right there by Alvin Abner. Tie ball game, 25-25, and Dan, it's a good one, just like we thought.
I'm just amazed at what these 2 teams are doing. Both really impressed with the play of Harry Moore and Carlin Worley on the inside.
Second shot by Abner is good, and Frankfurt now back up on top, 26-25. Full court press applied by Frankfurt. Broken pretty well right there by Gratz. Well, actually not broken yet. Now it's broken. Aaron McKee with the basketball dribbles into the front court. He gives the ball back. Number 15, William Thompson. He gives it up to Steve Patterson. Patterson looks to set up the offense. 2:50 to go before the half.
They're running a 1-4 set with Moore and McKee running up the foul line.
We got a turnover right there. Steve Patterson threw the ball over William Thompson's head. Nice attempt by Thompson trying to save it back, although he stepped on the baseline. Ball goes back to Frankfurt, 26-25. The Pioneers lead. 2:40 to go before the half. Corey Lewis now dribbles with no pressure. Baseline to Johnny Davis, back to Lewis, 17 feet on the left side. Alvin Abner, a lot of pressure applied there, so he resets the offense. Jason Worley puts the ball on the floor, stolen away right there by William Thompson. Good steal by Thompson. Gratz looks to run. Steve Patterson, entry pass to Harry Moore. He loses the basketball. It's gotten right back to by Aaron McKee, and William Thompson's going to set up the offense now. 2 minutes to go before the half. I'm John Agri along with Dan Loney. We're bringing you the Philadelphia Public League Championship game. And we've got a good one right now between Frankfurt and Simon Gratz. Pioneers on top, 26-25. Steal right there by Corey Lewis. Carlin Worley comes up with the basketball. Gives it over to Alvin Abner. Corey Lewis now looks to push the basketball across the timeline. He's going to pull it from 3, decides not to. Great entry pass to Jason Worley on the blocks, and he got it. Big move by Corey Lewis.
And a great no-look pass there by Lewis as he faked Steve Patterson the one way, got it to Worley down low for the easy 2.
And William Thompson's going to go all the way in, tried to break the pressure, almost had it stolen, got it right back though. He resets the offense. 1:37 to go before the half. Frankfurt now with their biggest lead of the game, which is 3. At 1 point, Simon Gratz led by 8. That's been the biggest game leading the game so far. With the basketball, William Thompson, left side baseline, 20 feet from the basket. Entry pass to Harry Moore. His 10-footer is off the rim, no good. Strong rebound by Carlin Worley. Over the back is Aaron McKee. That's going to be McKee's second foul on the ballgame. Good positioning, though, Dan, right there by Carlin Worley, showing you the skills that this youngster has. Just amazing.
And only a junior.
And only a junior.
Scary thought.
Yeah, it really is. This kid's going to be one of the top recruits in the whole country next year. Whoever gets them is going to get him and his brother. Be very happy players, that's for sure. The packed house is just going wild. Carlin's first shot is up and good. Carlin's had somewhat of a quiet first half.
He is, but he's doing those little things on defense which really are beneficial but don't show up in the scorebook. He's causing a lot of intimidation against Gratz down on the defensive end, forcing them into some bad passes, some bad shots.
Carlin's second free throw attempt is perfect. And now Frankfurt with their biggest lead of the game, 30-25 over Simon Gratz. 1:17 to go in the first half. Easily breaks the pressure is Aaron McKee with the basketball. Martin Patterson, he gives it back over to William Thompson. Thompson goes baseline to Steve Patterson. He pulls up, no 8-footer is no good. Rebounded by Harry Moore, no good. Rebounded by Aaron McKee off the rim, no good. McKee grabs his own rebound. Strong effort right there. Baseline, nice layup, and he got it. Big move by Aaron McKee, lots of hustle. Lots of hustle right there by Aaron McKee.
Aaron McKee doing an excellent job on the offensive boards, and that time it was Gratz's turn to do the job on the offensive board with 3 opportunities right there.
With the basketball now, Alvin Abner, he gives it over to Corey Lewis, who's 25 feet from the basket. Left side, three-pointer by Johnny Davis, short off the rim. Great rebound by Carlin Worley. He loses it though off his chest, stolen right back. No, it goes right back to Aaron McKee. It was almost stolen by Alvin.
Get ready.
Harry Moore the whole way, big time jam. Oh, baby, the crowd is rocking. The rocking slams. Spread the legs and watch me, baby. Oh, they're loving it.
Harry Moore with some French pastry, as Dickie D would say.
Uh-oh, and things are flying on the court, and this is not good. This is not good. The crowd behind us is irate. Daniel, the crowd is irate behind us. And what flew on the court? Bulldog power. Simon Gratz High School. So we don't want to see any of that. That's not necessary. Unfortunately, a player could slip on that and really get seriously injured. So we're hoping the crowd calms down and just has a good time in the stands. 21 seconds to go before the half. 30-29 Frankfurt leads. Almost a steal right there by Simon Gratz's Mark Patterson. He loses it out of bounds, though. It's going to go back to Frankfurt with 18 seconds to go before the half. Oh, and Harry Moore brought the crowd to their feet. Oh, it was a big-time jam, Dan. Corey Lewis now with the basketball.
We were waiting for one, and we finally got it.
Good entry past Alvin Abner. His shot's off the rim, no good. Rebounded by William Thompson as they look to run. Steve Patterson breaking in front of everybody. His layup's off the rim. Got it. Nice move by Steve Patterson as he had a lot of pressure right there by Alvin Abner. 1 second to go now. Halftime and Gratz leads. It's halftime. We're going to keep it right here for now. It's 31-30. Simon Gratz leading Frankfurt, and it looks like Harry Moore's one-handed jam with the leg spread and everything, the hand up, really juiced that team up, and they came back with a 5-point run and took the lead.
Like I said, French pastry time, baby. Harry Moore was open on the wing, and it was going to be nothing else but a pop.
Joining me is Dan Loney once again. We're just about ready to tip off the second half. It's 31-30, Simon Gratz leading. And our delay is that the second half will not start, Dan, until everyone is seated in a seat. Nobody can stand in the walkways, nobody can stand in the aisles, and they're very... And momentarily, I will be handing the reins over.
The reins? It is raining outside, believe it or not.
Yeah, believe it or not. And to Dan Loney. Dan, take it away.
All right, John, thank you very much as we get ready for the second half of action. Third quarter action is just underway. Frankfurt with their same starting lineup. Gratz with their same starting lineup.
We'll get it right.
Yeah. Inside, Aaron McKee for Gratz takes a little 12-foot turnaround shot over Carlin Worley, gets the basket, and Gratz got a 3-point lead, 33-30.
And at halftime, Sonny Hill and myself were talking about Aaron McKee and his ability to be able to do something like that, and he goes right on and does it.
Going up the other way for Frankfurt is Johnny Davis. Davis misses the shot, no good. Rebound, Corey Lewis, his shot, no good. Rebound, Jason Worley up and in, over the top.
Jason Worley at 6'5" with tremendous leaping ability, able to rise above the rim, grab an offensive rebound. Nice little hook shot, puts it right back home.
Gratz breaks the Frankfurt press. They get it up to Harry Moore, and the little turnaround from 5 feet is good.
Harry Moore has really impressed me, Dan. He can run the court like a guard can run the court. At 6'7.5", he's got a lot of potential. He's going to develop into a great basketball player.
Corey Lewis with the ball down in the low blocks for Jason Moore. For Carlin Worley, ball stolen away by William Thompson of Gratz. He pushes the ball up the floor, tipped away, but caught by Aaron McKee, up and in for the basket, Aaron McKee.
That's the benefits of running the court right there. The people who run the court are the people who pay the dividends.
And we have a timeout.
It's going to be a timeout by Vince Miller in Frankfurt.
Timeout on the floor, 6:52 left to go third quarter. It's Gratz on top, 37-32. You're listening to the Public League Championship game on Jazz 90 WRTI.
That's 1-800-233-HOST.
Back here at McGonigle Hall, 37-32. Gratz on top. Frankfurt inbounded the ball, got the ball in the low blocks to Carlin Worley. Out of bounds, though, off of Simon Gratz. Frankfurt will maintain possession. Long inbound pass for Adler. Ball stolen away by Mark Patterson, but he tipped it out of bounds, so it'll be Frankfurt possession. 6:41 left to go here in the third quarter. Leading scorers, Harry Moore has 14 for Gratz. Aaron McKee with 12. Carlin Worley leads Frankfurt with 12. Frankfurt, Johnny Davis takes it baseline right, pulls it back out. Goes in the low box for Jason Worley, swatted away by Harry Moore.
And there's the leaping ability right there. The quickness off the floor by Harry Moore. He does a lot of things with the basketball, Dan. We can't keep talking about it. Right now, he's the most impressive player on the court to me.
Harry Moore just said, get out of get out of town with that shot. Corey Lewis with the ball, baseline right. Gets it out, top of the key to Abner. Now they swing it to Johnny Davis. Davis with the ball going against Gratz's 2-3 zone. Corey Lewis with the ball left side, drives baseline now. His runner is no good, and there's going to be a foul on the inside. And we'll wait for Cesar Williams to make the call.
Bodies were flying everywhere, Dan.
I believe they're going to get Mark Patterson on the foul.
That's what's on.
That'll be the first team foul for Simon Gratz. Second personal. And Frankfurt will inbound underneath their own offensive basket. Corey Lewis gets the ball, and Patterson on the inbounds pass. Mark Patterson, that is. Fouls Corey Lewis.
The folks out there wonder why we're having problems with the Patterson kids is they're twins. It's amazing, the exact same size.
And the only way we can tell them apart is by their numbers.
If it wasn't by the number, we wouldn't know who was who.
That's right.
In fact, it could be Steven, it could be Mark. They might have switched jerseys, you never know.
On the inbounds play, Jason Worley gets the shot, rebound, no good against his own offensive rebounder, and puts it in from 10 feet.
Good hustle right there by Jason Worley. He was able to grab his own rebound off a missed shot, went right back up with a little turnaround and hit it.
Gratz breaks the pressure by Frankfurt, gets it across half court. Steve Patterson with control, looks to set up the offense. Frankfurt setting up in what? This is a 1-2-2 zone defense. Harry Moore goes up against Carlin Worley, drills it from 13.
Harry Moore, like I said, he's the most impressive player I've seen on the court today. He's doing a lot of things with the basketball, and you can see a lot of Temple players, ex-Temple player Nate Blackwell, very impressed with that shot, as is Temple assistant Dean Demopoulos.
Abner baseline shot, no good. Rebound by Carlin Worley. There's going to be a foul on Harry Moore over the back of Carlin Worley.
And that's a matchup, Dan. That's a matchup we're going to be watching for a whole other year here in Philadelphia. Carlin Worley and Harry Moore, these two players are going to be top recruits in this city.
First personal foul on Harry Moore, a third team foul. Abner from 18, off the iron short. Rebound Abner, goes up again and gets it. Alvin Abner with the basket.
Excellent play right there. He hesitated in the air before he hit his shot, brought it down, the defender came to the feet, and he still hit it.
Gratz trying to break the pressure. They get it up to Mark Patterson, 3-on-2. He'll pull up from 17, got it.
Perfect look away by Mark Patterson. That's the way to run a 3-on-1 break. Carlin Worley back low, no sense in challenging him. Patterson just pulls up with a quick look away and drills a 15-footer.
41-36, Gratz on top, 5 minutes left to go, third quarter. Corey Lewis with the ball, now top of the key to Alvin Abner. Swinging left side, baseline to Johnny Davis. Good move, gets around one defender, off the glass, a great shot, count it, and a foul on the inside on Mark Patterson. So a possibility for a 4-point opportunity.
Big time play right there. I was very impressed with that move. And Simon Gratz came out there, matchup, 2-3 matchup zone, a la Temple and John Chaney. You can see a lot of the colleges plays and abilities coming down to the younger players, and that's good to see that.
Oh, on the inbounds pass, the alley-oop for Jason Worley, and he couldn't come down with it. Ball went off the back iron, no good. Gratz came down with the rebound to Harry Moore.
He couldn't come up with it, Dan, but his armpit was over the rim, and that's impressive when you're 6'5".
Steve Patterson with the ball, getting pressure from Davis. Gets it off to his brother Mark. Now Steve with the ball. In the low blocks for Aaron McKee. Shot blocked by Carlin Worley. Rebound Worley, outlet pass, 2-on-1. Johnny Davis goes to the hoop basket.
Nice play right there by Johnny Davis. No sense in kicking that ball back to Corey Lewis, who called for it. Just go right in and take the easy layup.
41-40. Frankfurt now to within 1. And the pressure continues by Frankfurt. Gratz breaks it. Steve Patterson. Good look pass into Aaron McKee. His little 12-footer is good.
Aaron McKee. These are the two players. Harry Moore and Aaron McKee are really coming to the fore in the front court for Simon Gratz. Doing a good job.
Corey Lewis with the ball, passes it off to Alvin Abner. Now top of the key, swinging left side to Johnny Davis. Lewis will go for 3. Got it!
Big time shot right there. Corey Lewis, a lot of skills. He can do a lot of things. He can go inside, he can go outside. Right there showing his outstanding range with the tray.
And we're tied at 43. Gratz the other way. Steve Patterson. Ball stripped away by Carlin Worley. Outlet pass for Corey Lewis. Lewis goes up to the hole. No good. And a good play by William Thompson on defense.
Excellent play right there by William Thompson on defense. No sense in fouling the player. He just tried to get in front of him, and he changed the shot a little bit. Missed the easy layup.
Steve Patterson with the ball, gets it in the high blocks for Harry Moore. His shot up, no good. Rebound, Jason Worley with the strong board.
Jason Worley elevating above the rim right there and making a nice rebound.
Corey Lewis with the ball. Vince Miller giving instructions. Top of the key to Davis. Left side. Corey Lewis off the iron, no good for 3. Rebound, Jason Worley. No look pass over his shoulder, no good, stolen away. Gratz down the other way. Steve Patterson, good, and the foul.
Count it, baby, count it. No sense for that foul right there by Johnny Davis. That was a forced foul. He was upsetting himself not getting back on defense and just hit the body as he went up to try to block the shot. But Johnny Davis, only 5'5", no sense in trying to block that shot.
And you can really tell in the mind of Steve Patterson what he was trying to do. He knew Davis was probably going to come after him, and he tried to just body up and get the basket. The mark did exactly that.
Excuse me, Dan, absolutely. The mark of a quality player is trying to do other things than just score. He went up in the air, elevated, hung there for a second, and got the foul, the kiss, and the goal.
Patterson makes the free throw. So Gratz back up by 3 at 46-43. 2:50 left to go third quarter. Dan Loney and John Agri bringing you all the action of the 1989 Philadelphia Public League Championship. On the inbound, on the inside pass, getting into Jason Worley. His shot no good, but a foul on the inside. I believe they're going to get...
Harry Moore. Looks like Harry Moore to me. We'll take a look at that quickly, and indeed, that's who it's on.
Double threes. Harry Moore gets the foul. That will be his second, team's fifth. Jason Worley will be at the line to shoot 2.
Jason struggled on the line the last time, and I think the reason why he struggled is the ball's not rotating properly. But like you said, that'll come.
Jason, this is the first one. And I think, if I'm correct, he's missed like 4 already in the ballgame from the foul line.
Is that no rotation shot? It's almost like a knuckleball in the air.
Worley studies the second one and hits nothing but the bottom of the net. 46-44, Gratz on top. As they try and break the 2-1-2 zone press of Frankfurt. Thompson gets the ball across the midcourt line to Steve Patterson, to Aaron McKee. Right side. Get it into LeVan Alston, who just checked into the game. LeVan Alston gets the basket on the baseline 8-foot jump.
Alston, a 6'2 sophomore, showing a nice move right there.
Inside, Carlin Worley on the inside as he bodied up against Aaron McKee on a great pass from Johnny Davis.
There's that 245 pounds right there coming into play. Who's going to box that kid out for making that baseline move?
Aaron McKee breaks the press, but throws the ball away as he looked for Steve Patterson on the left side, threw it way behind him. Out of bounds, and Frankfurt will get possession, trailing by 2 with 2 minutes left to go third quarter.
Still, Aaron McKee able to go the whole way except for a quick little breather in the first half, and he's doing it all with a fractured wrist. This kid's really come to play. That says a lot for a kid.
Abner, inside pass looking for Jason Worley, ball stolen away by McKee. Thompson will push the ball up the floor. Good inside move. Thompson on the reverse layup, no good. Rebound to Carlin Worley, outlet pass, 3-on-0 break. Corey Lewis, and he's going to be fouled. They're going to get William Thompson with the foul as he came right across the arm of Corey Lewis. Good foul because Corey Lewis was going to go by slamma-jamma.
And Dan, that was close to one of the best defensive plays I've ever seen. He almost got a jump ball out of that. I honestly thought it was an all ball. I didn't really see the body, but I guess there was some contact there. And Corey Lewis is going to go to line for 2.
Must have come right across the arm. Corey Lewis, as you said, at the line for 2. Trying to tie the game, makes the first one.
That's the third foul on William Thompson in the ballgame, 5th on the team. Minute 41 in the third quarter.
Lewis, a 6'3" senior, averaging 21 points a game in the playoff games. He doesn't get the roll on the second one. Moore with the rebound. Frankfurt trails by 1, 48-47, a minute and a half left to go third quarter. They do break the Frankfurt pressure, does Gratz. Get the ball to Steve Patterson.
Dan, I'm really impressed with Harry Moore's instincts on the court. He's able to do a lot of good things.
Thompson, baseline left from 17 is good, nothing but net.
When they go that high, they like to say he rained the jumper.
And today, that's appropriate.
Absolutely.
Abner with control for Frankfurt. Get it baseline left for Johnny Davis. Looking in the low box for Carlin Worley, and there's going to be a traveling violation as the ball was knocked away by Harry Moore. LeVan Alston picked it up, but a traveling violation.
Great defense right there by Harry Moore on Carlin Worley as he got him behind him. It almost got caught in the box out, but he made a nice play.
Davis for 3, nothing but net. Johnny Davis with the home run, and we're tied at 50.
This is it, Dan. This is Philadelphia Public League basketball at its best. The sellout crowd is not missing a thing on this one.
They get the ball to Alston as Gratz breaks the Frankfurt pressure. Steve Patterson, left side to William Thompson. Rainbow jumper, no good. Harry Moore, the offensive rebound, stolen right away by Alvin Abner. The cardinal sin of big men. He brought the ball down on the offensive rebound. The little guy stripped it right away.
Couple of those, and he'll learn.
Lewis with the ball, getting pressure. Look on the inside to Carlin Worley. Off the glass, no good. Rebound, Aaron McKee.
Right there, Carlin Worley, a nice drop step move to the basket. Just couldn't get it to fall. We're going to have a walk right there.
Thompson, as he went to make his juke move, traveled with the ball. 50-50, 26 seconds left to go third quarter. Frankfurt will inbound the ball right in front of our WRKI broadcast location. Frankfurt going left to right across your radio dial here in the third quarter. Corey Lewis with the ball, left side. Left baseline to Johnny Davis. Now out to Lewis for three. Got it! Oh, baby, the three-pointer by Corey Lewis.
Frankfurt starting to heat up a little bit. They're running an excellent set offense, getting themselves wide open for those easy threes.
5 seconds left in the third quarter. Harry Moore gets the shot up, no good. Rebound Carlin Worley, and he'll just hold it as the end of the third quarter is now. Frankfurt with a great run has come from behind. They lead 53 to 50. You're listening to the Public League Basketball Championship on Jazz 90. Game's going.
This game's gone in the past.
That's right. 53-50. Frankfurt made a great run. They outscored Simon Gratz in the third quarter, 23 to 19. They lead by 3, 53-50 as we start the fourth quarter of action.
And the fans are up and they're ready for a big one.
Corey Lewis with the ball, one-on-one against Aaron McKee. As Gratz has switched to man-to-man. Corey Lewis on the inside to Carlin Worley, and Worley is almost undercut by Andre Griffin. And there'll be a foul on the inside against Griffin.
Right now, that's what they have to do with Carlin Worley. They're placing Harry Moore behind him in the box, and they're placing Andre Griffin in front of him to try to deny the entry pass. That's about the only way you can stop a player like Carlin Worley. Right now, it didn't work right there because Griffin got caught up with looking for the ball, and he hit Carlin Worley, and they got the foul. He's going to go to the line.
Worley at the line shooting the 1-and-1. Nothing but net on the first one.
Carlin's got an excellent rotation on the basketball and his foul shooting. Gets everything into it. The knees, the shoulders. A mark of a good foul shooter is when he uses his legs. And Carlin Worley doing an outstanding job of that.
He makes the second one. 18 points in the ball game for Carlin Worley. Frankfurt on top by 5, 55 to 50. Gratz breaks the pressure. LeVan Alston gets it on the inside to Harry Moore. The turnaround from 12, no good off the side of the backboard. Rebound controlled by Gratz. Moore gets the ball up to Steve Patterson, and he is tripped on the play by Johnny Davis going to the basket.
Nice play right there by Harry Moore on the baseline to keep that ball alive. Before that, though, Harry Moore forced a 15-foot baseline turnaround jumper, and that's not his shot, especially when Carlin Worley's right in your face.
So Gratz will inbounds underneath their own offensive basket. Steve Patterson gets the ball into Harry Moore, and he was being pushed out of bounds, so Harry Moore threw the ball back in. There's a jump ball violation, and it will go to Simon Gratz.
Right now, Frankfurt's man-to-man full-court defense is really posing problems for Simon Gratz.
Gratz inbounds. They get it to LeVan Alston, far out on the right side. Now way out top near half court to Steve Patterson. In the left corner to Aaron McKee. To Steve Patterson. Patterson has control, gets it left baseline to Aaron McKee from 17. Off the iron, no good. Rebound controlled by Alvin Abner, but stolen away by Aaron McKee. McKee into Harry Moore and a ball and a foul against Jason Worley.
That's good hustle right there. Aaron McKee and Harry Moore have been all around the basketball today. Right there, Aaron McKee didn't give up. The ball went over to Frankfurt. He did not give up on the basketball. It's a mark of another good player. I've been saying that all day. And it's amazing to me watching these kids. They're so young, 17-year-olds out here making plays like that. It's very impressive, and it says a lot for the Philadelphia Public League.
Harry Moore will be at the line shooting 1-and-1. Missed the first one, shooting 2, he missed the first one. Missed it badly off the front of the iron.
And right now, Dan, Simon Gratz is going to have to bear down a little bit, get themselves back into this basketball game, and make it a 2 or 3 minute game.
Off the back iron, no good by Harry Moore.
That's not the way to start by missing 2 free throws.
7 minutes left. Frankfurt on top by 5, 55-50. Frankfurt, the defending Public League champions. They have the ball, Corey Lewis, and he's fouled by Aaron McKee. It takes a hard spill, but he gets right up.
And right now, Simon Gratz is trying to push their defense out a little bit. They're 2-3 matchup zone. In fact, they went to a little bit of man right there, trying to push their defense out a little bit, cause some steals, and get back into this basketball game. Not a bad move with just under 7 minutes to go in our ball game.
And now a big key right here. Frankfurt is shooting the 1-and-1 the rest of the way. Frankfurt has only committed 3 team fouls. Gratz 5. A big advantage right there to Frankfurt High School.
Absolutely. Foul shooting comes down in almost every game. You look at it in the high school ranks, in the college ranks, the pro ranks. Foul shooting down the stretch is a big part of every single basketball game. And that's no different in the high school ranks. And the team that converts the most of it is going to win. It's as simple as that.
Lewis will be at the line shooting the 1-and-1. in the ball game. Corey Lewis has 5 points. Makes the first one, he's got 6. 56-50 in what has been a great basketball game here at McGonigle Hall at Temple University.
The sellout crowd is really enjoying this one today.
Lewis gets the baby roll on the second one, and it's a 7-point Gratz lead, 57-50, and the pressure continues from Frankfurt. They break the pressure. William Thompson with control to Steve Patterson. Back to Thompson. They get into the high post to Aaron McKee. McKee goes up for 14 off the iron short. Rebound Harry Moore. There's going to be a foul on Alvin Abner, reaching over the back of Harry Moore.
Good rebound by Harry Moore. He gets himself into excellent position to come up with those offensive rebounds. And the mark of a good player is when he can know where the basketball is going to go before it gets there. A la Charles Barkley. He's made a living off of it being just 6'4" and knowing where the basketball is going to go before it gets there. That's a good rebound.
Gratz inbounds to Andre Griffin. His shot no good. Rebound to Jason Worley. And all of a sudden we're seeing the trend where Frankfurt's just controlling those defensive boards.
Absolutely. That's the mark of a good team when they can box out and know how to do the job when it counts in the crunch time.
Corey Lewis, left baseline to Johnny Davis. Davis working some time off the clock, goes up for the shot, but he's fouled from the backside against Steve Patterson.
And I was going to say, Dan, it doesn't hurt when you have a Carlin Worley on your side grabbing a lot of those rebounds.
They're going to call it a 1-and-1 situation, as apparently referee Caesar Williams thought that Davis was going to make a pass instead of a shot. Coming into the ball game, Mark Patterson comes back in for Andre Griffin. So we looked at the lineups out there right now. In the backcourt, we've got Johnny Davis and Corey Lewis for Frankfurt. Up front, Abner and the Worley brothers. And for Gratz, the brothers Patterson, Steve and Mark, with Harry Moore, William Patterson, and Aaron McKee. Johnny Davis makes the first one, 58-50. Davis makes the second one. Good stroke at the line, 59-50.
9-point lead with 6 minutes to go in the basketball game. Gratz has got to put a hoop in now.
And Gratz has not scored yet in the fourth quarter. They've been outscored 8-0 in the first 2 minutes. Gratz with control, Steve Patterson to William Thompson. They get it in low to Harry Moore. His little turnaround off the iron, no good. Rebound by Carlin Worley, and they're going to get Carlin for coming over the back of Aaron McKee.
Yeah, McKee was able to get up in the air and get position on Carlin. Carlin going for the board aggressively, came over his back. We're going to have a timeout on the court by Gratz head coach Bill Ellerby with 5:54 to go in our ball game. It's Frankfurt 59, Simon Gratz 50. I'm John Agri along with Dan Loney. Remember, you're listening to Jazz 90 WRTI, the Philadelphia Public League Championship basketball game. Let the four a little better on the offensive end. Get a couple of shots to fall from their guards, because right now Frankfurt is really packing it in against Aaron McKee and Harry Moore, and it's making life very difficult for those two youngsters.
The foul on Carlin Worley was his second. Aaron McKee will be at the line shooting 1-and-1. Nothing but net on the first one.
That's the first thing right there, to get your first point on the board, to realize, okay, there's not a lid on this thing. We can score.
McKee, you jinxed him.
Big rebound right there, Bo.
But a rebound by Steve Patterson, up, in, and out, as it went all the way down in and came back out. Rebound control by Carlin Worley.
That's tough luck for Patterson.
Frankfurt looking to break. They get it to Johnny Davis. Davis with control as they're looking to slow things up. Davis gets the ball to Alvin Abner. Abner with control as Gratz looking to jump trap at every opportunity. Corey Lewis gets the ball to Carlin Worley. Worley with control. He can stick it from out there. He's thinking about it, but he thinks better of it. To get it to Carlin Worley. Worley walked. Yep. As he went to drive the middle, hesitant. Travel with the basketball.
I think he was unsure about what to do. He wanted the 17-foot jumper, and he had it on the left side of the baseline. Decided against it, kicked it back out to the guard, got it back, and was still unsure of what to do with it. Put the ball on the floor and subsequently traveled.
Harry Moore gets the ball for Simon Gratz, takes it on the little 8-foot turnaround. Good, and the foul on Carlin Worley.
That's what you've got to do. The guards have got to spread the floor. We were just talking about that 30 seconds ago, so that they can feed the post to Harry Moore. He's an excellent skilled player on the post. He can take a Carlin Worley. He proved it right there. He battled in with the body, and that's pretty impressive when you're as thin as Harry Moore to take on a man-child like a Carlin Worley, get the points and the foul.
So Moore will be at the line looking to complete the three-point opportunity.
They've got to hit all their foul shots down the stretch.
Nothing but net. 59-54. Frankfurt on top. 5 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Johnny Davis with the ball for Frankfurt. Breaks the half-court pressure. Davis with control. Ball stolen away though by Harry Moore on a bad pass looking for Carlin Worley.
Good defense right there by Harry Moore as he fronted Carlin Worley, didn't allow the entry pass.
Thompson with the ball stripped away. Steve Patterson picks it up and a foul on the inside against Corey Lewis of Frankfurt. And Gratz will be going at the line, shooting 1 and 1.
Steve Patterson always in the right place at the right time, it seems, right now in the last 3 minutes. And he's picking up a lot of loose balls. He grabbed that offensive rebound off the foul shot. Wasn't able to convert, but right there he's going to go to the line now to try to get 2.
Patterson in the ball game has 5 points.
That hurts.
Misses it off the iron short. But a rebound control by Mark Patterson. Ball tapped out of bounds to Alvin Abner. So Steve missed the foul shot, but Mark got the rebound.
Yeah, it would have been better if they could get both of those foul shots to go down, because now they have to waste their time on the offensive end to try to convert and get the 2 right back.
Steve Patterson with the ball. Gets it off to Aaron McKee. To Patterson, to William Thompson, baseline right. His rainbow jump shot in and out. Rebound control by Carlin Worley.
Right now, Carlin Worley is taking over the game on the defensive boards. He's going to say, everything is mine. Everybody else just clear out and let me take those rebounds. And he can do that.
Worley with the ball. Gets double teamed. Looks on the inside. Finds Johnny Lewis. To Jason Worley in for the easy layup. The jump trap there. Cross Gratz.
Smart play by Jason Worley not to dunk the basketball. Go off the glass. He got the easy layup to short points.
Gratz now down the other end. Steve Patterson with the ball. Gets it in the high post, Aaron McKee. The lob pass in for Harry Moore. Off the glass. Fired it off the glass. No good. Rebound tap out of bounds. It'll go to Frankfurt as Aaron McKee touched the glass. Right there, 61-54. Frankfurt on top. 4 minutes left to go in the ball game.
Starting to get the crunch time. 7-point game.
Frankfurt inbounds the ball. They break the pressure. They get it up to Corey Lewis. Lewis goes up for the basket and gets it high in the air. Corey Lewis with the basket, and it's a 9-point lead again for the Frankfurt Pioneers.
He took off 10 feet from the basket. 10 feet from the basket, he took off elevated. He could have jammed that if he wanted to. He decided to lay it in. Once again, smart play by the Frankfurt players. Obviously well coached. Both teams are very well coached.
William Thompson as Gratz inbounds the ball. They get into the low post for Harry Moore. Now to Steve Patterson, to his brother Mark. In low to Harry Moore. Turnaround for 5 feet, no good. Rebound, William Thompson on the inside. And we're going to get a foul on the inside on Jason Worley, as it looked like there could have been a jump ball situation.
Yeah, once again, right there, it could have gone either way. They got the foul on him, and I think they caught a little bit of body. I think he was right on top of the basketball with the hand, with the body, a little contact underneath, and that's where they're going to get the foul right there on Jason Worley.
His second. Thompson will be at the line shooting the 1 and 1. Thompson has 4 points in the ball game. He will shoot 2. 63-54. Frankfurt on top. 3.5 left to go in the ball game. In and out by William Thompson.
This has been the key of the game right here. Simon Gratz has missed now 5 free throw attempts in the last 3 minutes. And that is really hurting them. They only trail by 9 points. And those free throws go a long way and get you active in the basketball game because the clock's not running.
Thompson gets the second one. So at least they got 1 out of 2. They trail by 8, Gratz does. Inbounds pass. They get it into Carlin Worley. Worley gives it off to Abner. Gets it up across the timeline to Corey Lewis. Lewis with a good move around one player. Goes up, flying to the basket. Off the glass and good. Corey Lewis flying through the air.
Corey Lewis is trying to say, wait a second. The Worleys aren't the only 2 players in this court that can do something for Frankfurt.
And as Gratz goes across half court to break the pressure, a foul against the aforementioned Corey Lewis, reaching over the back of Aaron McKee. Timeout on the floor. 3:17 left to go in your ball game. It's Frankfurt 65, Gratz 55. You're listening to the Public League Championship on Jazz 90 WRTI. 24-1. Frankfurt and Gratz. Frankfurt the defending champions, and John Agri right now, they're showing why.
Yeah, they're
defending champions.
They certainly are. They do everything well. They hit their foul shots. They rebound extremely well. They don't turn the basketball over too much. And they've got a lot of players who play smart when they're out there. And that's the key to everything. If you do not turn over the basketball too much, let's say too much, if you can hit your foul shots and if you can rebound, you can win at any level. Those are the key ingredients to victory. And right now, Frankfurt's just doing it a little bit better than Simon Gratz. And unfortunately, in this game, someone has to lose.
Aaron McKee will be at the foul line to shoot the 1 and 1. They need to hit both. McKee hits the first end, the front end of the 1 and 1. They trail now by 9. 3:17 left to go in the ball game. McKee rainbows it, makes the second one. So now they trail by 8, 65-57. Frankfurt with the ball. Gets it up across half court to Carlin Worley. Cross-court pass to Johnny Davis. Davis with good speed brings it down to the right corner. Now top of the key to Abner. Swing it left side to Corey Lewis. Lewis gets double-teamed but gets it off to Alvin Abner. And there's going to be a foul on Steve Patterson, a reach-in foul. Patterson doesn't like the call, but a definite foul against Steve Patterson.
Yeah, it was a foul. It was an aggressive foul. They got to come up with some steals right now. 3 minutes to go. They got to cut this 8-point lead, and that's a smart way to do it. But right there, they got caught with the foul.
Third personal on Steve Patterson. Alvin Abner will be at the line shooting the 1-and-1. Abner in the ball game has got 8 points. Abner off the iron, no good. So Gratz gets a break right there, a missed foul shot. They can cut it to 6 or 5.
They've got to convert.
Thompson goes up from 17, off the iron, no good. Rebound, Carlin Worley, outlet pass to his brother Jason. Behind the back, spinning move off the glass, no good. As Jason Worley got out of control, Gratz down the other end, 4-on-2. Ball though stolen away by Johnny Davis. But as Johnny Davis was going to outlet to Jason Worley, he double dribbled. And Johnny Davis was thinking too much of Jason Worley slamming it home.
Yeah, I think he already had it pictured in his mind what it was going to look like when he jammed that thing. But right there, it's just an aggressive play. It's kids having fun, and you got to love a game like this when both teams are just going at it, man to man right here on the court. And that's the best way to settle things.
Gratz inbounds. They get the ball to Steve Patterson. Right side to his brother Mark. In low to Harry Moore. The little turnaround off the iron, no good. Tap up, no good by Aaron McKee, and the foul will be on McKee going over the basket, or excuse me, going over the back of Jason Worley.
He was going over the basket too right there, Dan.
That's true. Full elbow over the rim.
If Frankfurt's able to convert these 2 free throw attempts, they're going to be up 10 points with 2:29 to go, and that's as close to insurmountable as you're going to get in this type of game. I'm not saying it's over, but if he can hit these 2 free throws, Jason Worley, well, he can't because he misses the front end of the 1-on-1.
And the rebound comes down to Harry Moore, so Gratz has to come right down and connect.
Now they've got to convert. This is crunch time. Everything's got to go.
Patterson gets it to Thompson. Thompson from 14, baseline jumper, no good. Rebound, Harry Moore, good strong rebound, up and good.
There's one. Now they're down 6 with 2:13 to go, and they're not going to. I would expect them to apply a little full court pressure. They have Steve Patterson up, and that's it.
And possibly look for Frankfurt maybe to put it in the deep freeze. And as Frankfurt gets the ball over half court, Corey Lewis is fouled by Mark Patterson.
And once again, now Lewis goes to the free throw line for the 1-and-1.
And that's going to be number 5 on Mark Patterson. So he'll leave the ball game today with just 2 points.
Well, it's unfortunate in a big game like this when you have to foul out. But right now, the key for Gratz to get back in is they've got to hope that Jason Worley is unable to convert these 2 free throw attempts, or will it be Corey Lewis? It's going to be Corey Lewis, excuse me. They've got to hope he misses, grab the rebound, and get back down the other end of the court. And they got to keep feeding the post to Harry Moore. He seems to be the most consistent weapon as of now.
Mike Epps comes in the ball game for Gratz, replacing Patterson. And he doesn't get the roll, so it's down 6 with 2 minutes left. They got a shot. Steve Patterson with the ball. Looking inside, gets it to Mike Epps. His shot off the glass, no good. Rebound to Corey Lewis. Lewis looking to break it 3-on-3, and there's going to be an offensive foul on Corey Lewis.
That's
and not a smart play by Lewis, as what he should have done is slow it down and take some time off the clock.
Absolutely. We have 1:48 left. They can easily take that on the court. They're going to take a timeout right now, and we're going to send this back to the studio.
1:48 left to go in your ball game. It's 65-59 Frankfurt. You're listening to the Public League Championship game on Jazz 90 WRTI. Simon Gratz Bulldogs.
Absolutely. Dan, what we have here is exactly what we thought we were going to have. A game that comes to the wire. Even though it's a 6-point game, Gratz can cut that lead with 2 free throw attempts and get it to within 4 with 1:48 to go. And like I said, if it was a 10-point game, that was close to insurmountable. Actually, they're not shooting the 1-and-1. I thought they would be. It was a backcourt violation. They'll be shooting, and they just inbounded the basketball.
And they do that. William Patterson gets the ball to Steve Patterson, out of bounds. Ball tapped out of bounds off the hands of Carlin Worley. Gratz with the basketball. Steve Patterson inbounds it to William Thompson. Thompson gets it off to Mike Epps. Inside Harry Moore, off the glass, no good. but the foul on Carlin Worley. That'll be number 3, I believe, on Carlin.
If that shot would have gone by Harry Moore, this house would have erupted because there would have been a 3-point game if he was able to convert the free throw attempt. And that's actually the 4th personal foul now on Carlin Worley.
And that could be problems for head coach Vince Miller at Frankfurt.
Yeah, he's got to watch himself right now because this game is far from over, but Harry Moore's got to hit both free throws right here.
Moore has done an excellent job from the foul line today. Makes the first one.
That's the good thing now. Now we've got a 5-point basketball game, 1:35 to go in the 4th quarter.
Moore studies at the line. He dribbles, he shoots.
There it is.
Nothing but net. 4-point
Here comes
game.
the full court pressure now. Smart play by Simon Gratz and head coach Bill Ellaby.
And the foul on the inbounds play by Steve Patterson as they foul Corey Lewis, who seems to be the man that they have picked out to foul.
And it worked the last time. He missed the front end of the 1-and-1 the last time they fouled him. We'll see if it can happen here for head coach Bill Ellaby, if it's a smart play or not. If it works, it's a smart play. If it doesn't work, you're a bum, pretty much.
The 4th personal foul on Steve Patterson. Corey Lewis will be at the line shooting the 1-and-1. He missed his last opportunity at the foul line. Studies.
There it is.
Off the iron, no good. Rebound to Harry Moore. It's down to 4 with a minute and a half left to go.
Bill Ellaby has just been elevated to John Wooden status.
And the loop pass by Steve Patterson goes off the hands of Corey Lewis, out of bounds. Thanks, Tom. Tom DeFelice cleaning out our broadcast position here. Back to action. The ball to Epps, gets it up to Patterson. Patterson for 3 off the iron, no good. Rebound, tap it over the back foul against Harry Moore.
Yeah, it was an aggressive rebound attempt right there, but if that 3 would have gone, we would have had a 1-point game, and that would have been very impressive because it would have gone right down to the wire. I still think this game's coming to the wire. Carlin Worley now will be shooting a 1-and-1. Carlin's an excellent free throw shooter. That's a guy they didn't want to foul. Carlin's a very skilled basketball player, just a junior. There's no more we can say about Carlin Worley.
Worley at the line to shoot 1-and-1. Off the iron, no good. Rebound, tap, control by Corey Lewis. He gets the ball back out to Johnny Davis and look to run some clock off.
Smart play by Frankfurt right there to kick the ball back out and run some clock.
Inside, Jason Worley off the glass, good. A big basket by Jason Worley. With a minute left, it's a 6-point Frankfurt lead.
Jason Worley really hit a nice move right there. We're going to get a foul on the inbounds. The foul's going to be on Johnny Davis.
As Patterson went to get the ball on the inbounds pass, he was fouled by Johnny Davis. So with 58 seconds left, Gratz can cut it back to 4.
And I know it's a little bit premature, but if Frankfurt comes up with this victory, this program will be elevated to the legendary status of some of the finest teams in Philadelphia Public League history that have been able to win back-to-back Public League championships. And remember, Carlin Worley is just a junior.
The free throw shot by Patterson goes in and out. 3-on-1 fast break. Could be showtime. You get it off to Jason Worley. He lays it up and in. Makes sure the basket is 69-61. That's just about going to do it for the Simon Gratz Bulldogs. Thompson, though, comes right back and fires a shot down. A 2-pointer. It's 69-63. Down the other end of the court, Corey Lewis is fouled by William Thompson. 38 seconds remaining. And the Frankfurt side of the court is standing and clapping as they think they've got this 1-1.
If Corey Lewis gets 1 free throw right here to fall, that'll give Frankfurt a 7-point lead with 38 seconds to go. That would be at the least 3 possessions to win. And that's not enough.
Yeah, which would be tough.
38 seconds to go, that's not enough time to have 3 possessions. So if Corey Lewis can get 1, it takes 3 possessions to win. If Corey Lewis misses the 1-and-1, front end of it, then it's only going to take 2 possessions to tie.
He makes the first one, 70-63, and that'll just about do it.
Just close the books and give it to Frankfurt right now.
So Frankfurt will be the 2-time defending Public League champions.
And you got to give all the credit to the head coach, Vince Miller. He's done a superb job with this team.
Lewis makes the second one, and what a job Corey Lewis has done today. Doing it on both ends. William Thompson with the ball for Gratz. Goes around 3 players, goes up for 3, off the iron, no good. Rebound, Carlin Worley. The outlet pass to his brother, Jason. Jason lays it up and in. Jason Worley with the basket, and it's a 10-point lead, and that'll really seal it. Epps though, will go for three off the iron, no good. Rebound, Carlin Worley, and we're looking for some showtime right now. They get the ball to Corey Lewis, to Carlin Worley for the jam, baby! That's gonna do it.
Wrap it up, put the question mark behind it, because this one's over and the Frankfurt players are hugging themselves. Oh, Carlin Worley's loving it.
The Frankfurt side of the court is going crazy. They're gonna storm the court in a couple minutes. Aaron McKee will take the three-pointer. It's good, but it won't do any good. The Frankfurt Pioneers are the 1989 Philadelphia Public League basketball champions, 75-66.
Storming the court, Daniel.
Oh boy, what a basketball game. And we'll be back from McGonigle Hall with a recap of today's game right after this. You're listening to the Public League Championship on Jazz 90 WRTI.
You know, retirement is just around the corner. Facts.
Students are eager to experience.
McGonigle Hall, the final score once again 75-66. The Frankfurt Pioneers are the 1989 Public League Boys Basketball Champions, and they're cutting down the nets here at McGonigle Hall. And joining us, a very proud man right now, head coach of the Frankfurt Pioneers, Vince Miller. And I'll tell you, what a ball game today. The team came out just a little bit flat early on because of the big pressure that the Gratz guards put on early on.
Yeah, I thought we came out a little lackadaisical, and we let them dictate the tempo of the game, and they put a lot of pressure on us. I just felt we weren't hustling in the first half, and that we were letting them just bring the game to us. And then the second half, I thought we put a little more pressure on them and made them turn the ball over a couple times. But it was a great ball game, and it was two good clubs. Ron Albee does a good job, and we're just happy to win.
To really talk about the job that Corey Lewis did for your team today, on both ends of the court, played a strong offensive game as well as a defensive game.
Yeah, Corey is a great player. He doesn't get the recognitions that he should because he's on a team with Carlin and Jason, but he is a key player for us. And if any college guys are here today, if they can't see he's a true Division I player, then they're asleep.
Coach, it seemed like in the second half, Carlin Worley decided to take over the boards. He was grabbing almost every defensive rebound. Was that a big key for your team?
Yeah, we told Carlin at halftime, we call him the big boy, that you got to rise to the occasion now. And he was letting Harry Moore catch the ball down too low and turn into the basket. But he started to front him, and he started to get every rebound. We told him we need every rebound, and he did that, and that made the difference in the game.
You mentioned Corey Lewis and his ability to help the team out in the perimeter. He hit a big three-point shot, and your team seemed to open things up and being able to feed the post to Carlin and Jason, and that really seemed to be the key to the game.
Yeah, he made a three-point play that was a three-point shot that was critical, and then he made two driving hoops to the basket, which opened it up a little more because, you know, they were doubling back on Carlin and Jason, so that left Corey a little more open, and he was able to do the job.
Okay, thank you very much, head coach Vince Miller. A tremendous win today. You're back-to-back Public League champions. Next year, you'll be going for number 3.
Thank you.
Head coach Vince Miller of the Frankfurt Pioneers, and joining us, one of the stars of the game today, Joining us here at the broadcast table, Carlin Worley. And Carlin, just a fantastic game overall for your squad. And we're talking to Vince Miller about the job Corey Lewis did for your squad today, playing an excellent game on both ends of the court.
Well, Corey really came through for us. He wasn't playing that well in the beginning, but he showed his senior leadership and came through for us in the end when it really counted. And Corey was a really big part in this game.
In the second half, it seemed that you grabbed every defensive rebound. Your coach just said he told you to do that. They call you the big boy, and you really rose to the occasion, had a great game.
I really had to take over because they were crashing the offensive boards, and we were giving them so many second shots. I think that's what was really keeping them in the game. So I just told myself that I'm going to take over the board, and that was going to be all the rebounds were going to be mine.
Early on in the game, your team had a little problem getting off in their offensive set because I would imagine it was the great pressure of the Patterson brothers for Gratz really causing a lot of problems.
Well, they were causing a lot of havoc. They're really small and quick, and they can really take the ball from you. So what we had to do was get our heads straight and start working harder on the offense and being smarter. It's really just being smart and just getting the ball down low.
You've been on record as saying that you're going to go to the college that your brother Jason attends. Has that changed at all as of now?
No, we're still planning on going to the same college. Now that the season's over, we're going to look at all the offers that Jason gets, and we're just going to go down the list and make a list from 1 to 12 maybe, and just look at it really hard.
2 in a row now, and you get your chance for 3 in a row next year.
Yeah, Mr. Miller's always kidding me that he won 3 in a row as a player, so I always tell him I'm going to get 3 in a row myself.
Carlin, congratulations on the big win, and good luck in your future endeavors, and we'll talk to you next year.
Carlin Worley, the man-child, as they like to call him, and standing right next to him there, you know why.
I'll tell you, it was just a fantastic game today, and I am just amazed as what the Carlin Worley and Jason Worley can do. But what a job, and I keep bringing this guy's name up. Corey Lewis played an unbelievable game on both ends of the court today.
Yeah, we're going to try to get Corey Lewis to join us quickly over here if we can before we have to go. And you said, Dan, Corey Lewis did what he had to do out here. He opened the court up for Jason and Carlin Worley on the blocks. He did it by driving to the hoop. He had a couple of clutch three-pointers, and he was the key to the game, I feel, in my opinion, on the outside. And Carlin Worley was the key to the game inside. Those two players really, really had a great game for Frankfurt High.
Well, they're pulling down the nets here at McGonigle Hall.
They're laying it on head coach Vince Miller's head right now.
And I don't think we're going to be able to get Corey Lewis.
We're keeping our eye out for it. The court is packed with high school students, with television people.
Where is our runner, Jeremy Treatment?
We're looking all over for Jeremy. He's around here somewhere. He'll come up with Corey. I've got confidence.
Why don't we do this? We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back, and we'll have Corey Lewis here, live from McGonigle Hall. Once again, the final score, 75. Oh, we got him right now.
Yeah,
all right.
Here he comes.
All right, well, here's Corey Lewis right now.
And Corey Lewis is ready.
Corey, congratulations on a big win today. Just a phenomenal effort for your squad today.
Yeah, thanks. In the first half we came out, we had jitters, and we went in the halftime. All the nervousness was away, so we just came out and played basketball in the second half.
In the second half, you really opened things up for your team, driving to the hoop, hitting a big three-pointer, and that seemed to open it up for Carlin Worley and Jason Worley underneath. Was that a key to yourself?
Yeah, well, they doubled down on Carlin and Jason a lot, and they left me and Johnny open, wide open from three-point lane, so we just took the jump shots and we hit them.
Big win today. I mean, the pressure early on by the guards, Steve Patterson and Mark Patterson, really seemed to cause.
Yeah, well, they're really two good guards. They put a lot of pressure on us. But in the second half, we figured they pressed out, and they pressed, and we got a lot of easy baskets.
Your coach, Vince Miller, just said if the recruiters were here today, which I know they were, and they didn't see that you were a Division I prospect and there was something wrong with them. As of now, what offers have you gotten, and where are you looking to attend the next 4 years of college?
Well, I got a lot of Division II and III interest. After my performance today, I hope a Division I school could come give me a look, because I really think I can play at the Division I level.
Corey Lewis, congratulations on the win today, and good luck in college.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Corey.
Well, that's going to about do it for us here at McGonigle Hall. The final score, once again, 75-66, the Frankfurt Pioneers. The two-time defending Public League champion, Johnson. Final thoughts?
The whole thing is two-time. You mentioned it there. There aren't many teams in this city that have won back-to-back championships. And this team, the amazing part about it, has a very good shot of doing it next year. In fact, I'm going to go on record right now as saying these two teams will be back on this same court next year to play it out, and Frankfurt will be going for number 3. I'm not so sure they'll get it next year, though, when McKee and Harry Moore and Andre Griffin are a little bit older, a little bit wiser. But this will be a heck of a game next year if it comes across.
Once again, the final score, 75-66. The Frankfurt Pioneers are your two-time Public League defending national champions. They probably could be national champions. City champions. For John Agri, I'm Dan Loney. Good afternoon from McGonigle Hall. We're now going to join the Al Raymond Show, already in progress.
Court for pre-warm-up.